What you're looking at to the left of your screen is a two-man stand I've been hunting out of for 6 years. It's in a huge forked tree. There's 3 extra ladder extensions added to it, so it's higher off the ground than you'd think. Year after year, it's just getting harder and harder. Winters are colder. I get cold. I get achy after an hour. Still have 3 hours left to go on a hunt. It's just getting harder on me. A couple of years ago, I thought there's got to be a better way than this. If I'm going to keep doing it, I've got to figure out something. So I came up with this. I built that myself, every last bit of it. The frame of the structure is all steel. Fabricated it, welded it all together around a scaffolding I built. It was kind of difficult because I built it on a hillside. The subfloor of the box is 18 foot off the ground. There is a propane tank mounted underneath the subfloor. When I get to the top of the ladder, I can turn it on if I want heat inside. I've got a heater in there. Let's look at the frame. The uprights are 2.5 by 2.5 box. All the bracing is 1-inch rebar. I've got concrete footers that go into the ground, 4.5 foot deep. That's below grade. Had to do that. Winds are going to hit the top of this box pretty heavy in a storm. It can't be, uprooted out of the ground. The concrete cylinders I poured are 1 foot in diameter. The ladder I fabricated myself. It also has a concrete foundation. It's really rigid. There's nothing about this thing that's rickety. There's a little plumbing. I've got me a stainless steel sink in there that I take a leak in, or anybody else that has to, if they're hunting in this thing, can. It's just a little convenience. It's plumbed into the ground, so it's the deer don't smell it or anything if you do have to use it. I'm going to run up this ladder. I'm going to have to pause it because I have to fold over this closure. Okay, I'm a little out of breath getting up that ladder, but I got up here anyway. We're inside of it now. On the floor, that's over 1 inch thick rubber matting. It's down for insulator, cut down on noise, so when I'm rolling this chair around, it helps. There's my office chair. Had it in the house. The wife hated it, complained about it for years. Found a good use for it. It's not a lazy boy, but it's fairly comfortable. I've got overhead cabinets that I installed for storage. The walls are all covered. I've covered them myself. That's actually laminate wood flooring. Kind of looks rustic on the walls, slap type look. I fabricated 2 hooks on the ceiling that I hang my crossbow on. I also fabricated a coat hanger, I guess you'd call it, to hang your coat on in here in the corner. I did all the woodwork, all the trim work on the windows myself. I fabricated this opening with this little door. There's a whirlybird up in there, so in the summer I can leave this open. It's still waterproof, but it'll suck the heat out of this thing. Also, I can slightly crack it or whatever I need to do to vent, you know, the gas that's burning in here on the heater. There's the heater. I may want to upgrade and get one just a little bigger. But the box is 8 by 8 with a little over 6 foot tall ceiling, so I can stand up without bending over. There's the little stainless steel sink. We'll call it a urinal. That's what it's used for. I don't wash my hands in it. Maybe I should put a warning label on it. Have little grab handles on the wall to help get up through the trap door. There's the trap door. When I built this thing, I fabricated the walls in the shop, set up the whole box inside the shop, and then came out here and set it panel by panel. If you look at the windows, as you turn, they drop on each panel, and the rear one is the lowest. The reason I did that is this is built on a grade. If you set in the middle and pivot on your chair, you can still see the ground all around you. You don't have to stretch to get a view. Oh, looking out the window, there's my 2-man stand that we saw earlier. This past winter I was sitting in here fairly comfortable, heater running. It was sleeting. I was watching ice form on that thing. I was really glad I wasn't sitting in it. The windows on this rascal, a buddy of mine owns a glass company. I'm going to bust on him a little bit. We'll just call him Richard. He got me all the hardware to make these sliders. There's 3 panes of sliding glass. You can open the center, left, or right. That gives you an option depending on where the activity's at, depending on what you're hunting with. You can open the window that's going to suit you the best. I was thankful that Richard was able to get me all this hardware, but the bill on that did triple or double before it was over. Don't buy anything from Richard when hunting season's coming. He's got to finance his hunting, so you got to watch him on that. Still think a lot of him. Oh, anyway, there's my food plot. There's, you know, minerals I till in every year. I'll call that a reflection pond because the deer don't drink out of it. They just look at their reflection in the water. That's kind of funny. There's the food plot. Pretty big food plot. Have 2 pear trees, 3 persimmons, if I can keep the deer from tearing them up. Anyway, glad I got to share it with you.